What's up, guys? It is Ryan
and Neil.
We want to talk about another
Happy
awesome
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. We want to talk about another awesome topic that just kind of piggybacks off of yesterday, and that is I was talking to somebody who was debating on whether or not they should continue to rent or if they should buy a starter home. And she said, "Well, what's the real difference? Why should I do that?" And I said, "There's one simple word or reason to do it, and that's a little thing called equity." Most people, let's just say conceptually, if you're spending $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 a month in rent, when you rent, you're not gaining anything. But when you buy, even if you don't buy the home of your dreams, because you were talking about that, many people don't want to buy.
It's really hard. Your first home is going to be the home of your dreams. I still haven't bought the home of my dreams. So but as you go in life, as years pass, you get a thing called what? Equity. Plus you get the write-off, the taxes. Plus when everybody advertises, all these houses went up in value. Well, if you're renting, you got nothing to go up.
Your rent went up in value.
Yeah, your rent's going to go up.
Right. So the point of this, guys, is this. If you're contemplating whether or not to buy a house, assuming you have the credit, which you probably have the credit if you can rent anyway because they still make you have certain credit, assuming you have the down payment and closing costs, which again, you probably already have because you need that anyway when you rent an apartment.
You need 3 months up front.
You can afford to buy a house. And when you do that, not only as time goes on, so you're paying into your mortgage, so that money's going into your mortgage, which gives you equity out of the house. Plus you have this little thing called inflation. That's going to drive up the value of your house over the course of time. So just think, in the area where you've been renting, just do a simple search. How much have the values of homes gone up over the last 5 years? That's an amazing thing to look at.
3 years ago, most West Philly houses were $100,000. You can't buy a house for $100,000.
Right. So if you look at where you're renting and compare that and say, if I would have been buying a house instead of renting a house, how much different would my financial life look like right now? Then what you have to decide is, okay, just like yesterday, this is where I am, this is where I want to be, what am I going to do to get there? And the answer is, take the first step. The first step is giving us a call. Let's evaluate where you are. We'll tell you where you're at
without pulling your credit.
Yes. So guys, give us a call, send us a message. We had 4 or 5 people call us yesterday alone just from the video. How many more people will give us a call? How many people will share yesterday's video so that we can help everybody in the community?
Just think if you started and you bought that house 5 years ago, what that house would be worth now. Oh. Yes, you might not be your forever home, but you might buy your second home, which is a little larger, because you gained equity, the house is worth more, you owe less on it, and you might walk away with a big chunk to buy the bigger house.
And this is also another great story. My best friend, he bought his first house. I mean, they could barely afford it. They were working 2 jobs, 2 people working 2 jobs to keep that house and to afford that house. Obviously, as time went on, they were making more money, and they could later work 1 job each, but they went and bought that small house, put a little bit of money into it, and then they went and bought their second house, was their dream house. Beautiful house, beautiful property, great neighborhood, great school districts. How many of you would like to do the same thing?
Gotta start somewhere.
If you're one of those people, give us a call. We'll help you take the first step.
Start today.
Thanks, guys.